What's up, guys? My name is MKS. Today we've been quite busy. In fact, this entire weekend has been very busy. We've been prepping for our customer's VR6 engine. That's getting a forged blueprint motor. It's been supercharged, so obviously we need to do that right. Also, we've got a new turbine wheel to try this year for our Meth machine. Obviously, that's the engine there, sitting there. It's a lot easier, particularly with Quattro, to just remove the engine to get access to the turbo, because this is obviously the back of the engine. You've got the prop shaft, you've got the downpipe. It's not a lot of room to do it, and we have new variable valve timing wheels to fit to the car anyway. These are the latest revision. Rev E, I believe, is intake, and Rev F is exhaust. The current ones in the car are Rev D. And there's been problems with cold start rattles. The rattles do go away when they're warm, but obviously it's not going to get any better. So we've got new parts there. I believe it's something to do with the oil drain back. When you turn the car off, when the oil is hot, it's obviously thinner. It drains back into the sump, and there leaves the vessel within the variable valve timing wheel dry. Effectively, there's no oil in it to dampen it. So I think that's what's happening with the rattling. This new design, I presume it might have a non-return valve in it where oil is pressurized into the chamber, and it keeps residual oil value in there to stop that rattle. It's been a bit of an ongoing problem with other RS3 engines, TTRSs as well. So here we have the fundamentals of our Meth machine's turbo. This is a hybrid, of course, as you can tell. We have the current configuration. It's basically a Garrett GT30 76R compressor wheel bolted onto an uprated turbine wheel, and we have a new wheel to try this year, just to kind of show you the actual differences in size. You can kind of, I don't know if we can get the light on it. It's quite considerable, and more machining because the turbine wheel is that big it doesn't even fit inside. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera. So we've got some more machining to be done on this. Luckily we've managed to find a turbine wheel that is bigger than our current one, has less blades, so you can have less inertia that's spinning, so it technically could spool up faster. But because it's got less blades, you could also state that it could be laggier. We don't know. It's not science. It's kind of a lot of guesswork. But luckily we found a turbine wheel that's just smaller than the actual heat shield. And I'll just show you this on the camera. The heat shield is this section here. You cannot go any bigger than that heat shield when you're fitting larger diameter turbine wheels, or else you're just going to get gas leaking out of there, and obviously turbo's not going to be efficient at all, and it'll probably just melt something. So can't go any bigger than that. We've talked about Meth machine's engine. We've got the crankshaft here in the background for VR6. That's getting that polished up during the week. Behind you we have our custom-made piston ring compressor for the VR6s. Now the VR6s are a very special engine. They're a V engine, but they only have one cylinder head. So you have the VR5s, the VR6s, the W12s, and the W16. They all share the same configuration, where the piston enters the deck at an intersection rather than perpendicular to the block. Now what I mean by that is, if we have a traditional piston ring compressor here, the piston is traditionally just presses the rings as it goes through that, and then enters the bore. The problem with that idea is that when the piston lines up, it'll lift the piston ring compressor and you'll catch a ring, and that'll be a bad day for you. Whereas if you've got an offset, now we've had this offset at about 7.5 degrees. The idea is that the piston will travel through a smooth transition, nothing gets caught. So that should make life a hell of a lot easier when obviously there's six pistons to do. And if you've been ring gapping 6 pistons and you break one, you're going to be quite upset. So but the block's been decked, so that's ready to go. Don't worry about the corrosion marks on that. this particular VR6, there is only cooling. There is no oil returns on the deck of this VR6 and ABV. It's only coolant, so we'll just add a little bit of sealant, special sealant that can take a bit of heat up to I think 150 degrees. If coolant at 150 degrees, something's gone wrong. So your car's on fire. So that's just a little update for you guys. We'll keep you posted as and when the parts turn up. Perfect. Thanks for watching.